Greetings everyone, JJ here from SchoolOfTrade.com, March 30th, 2010. Here's your live trading recap. What a great day in the room this morning, guys. Making a pretty good week out of this difficult week. Before we talk about the trades we took today, I want to remind you guys about 3 important links on our YouTube page. If you're watching this video right now on the YouTube page, 3 important links in the description. One's for our 12-month track record. Other is for our 3-week trial. Come out and join us for lots of important stuff, guys, on the blog right now, so make sure you guys check this stuff out. 3 important links. Make sure you guys are using them. As you guys know, we took 2 trades on the scalping method this morning. We took 1 on the wave method, so 2 winners in the scalp method, 1 winner on the wave method. We took 46 ticks out of the scalping this morning. We took 12 ticks out of the wave. That puts 46 ticks in our pocket, guys. Just shy of 7,200 USD on 4 contracts so far this month. We are just shy of 25,000 USD for the year so far, guys. Pretty good year so far, and we'll keep you guys posted. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. What's the most important thing that happened today? Well, we knew, of course, this morning was Passover Holiday today, right? Last night at sundown. Okay, everybody who's not familiar with this Jewish holiday of the Passover, okay, that started yesterday at sundown. So today is Passover Holiday, which means we probably are going to see a lot lower volume, and we got exactly that. Friday also is going to be closed as well. Good Friday on Friday, Easter Sunday this weekend, so even more reasons to expect this week to be a little bit slow. So we knew what to expect. We had to be patient. Guys, what happened this morning, though, once again, we opened up our charts, and the dollar told the story. Let's take a look at it real quick. Snapshot of the dollar, you can see right here. DX, symbol 610. DX, 610. Let's take a look real quick here. You can see from yesterday here, the dollar index right from yesterday. Here's a look at yesterday. Okay, you can see we had very sideways range from yesterday. Well, today was kind of a breath of fresh air, right? We started off today by looking like we might kind of stair-step our way down here, but that never really ended up happening. But as you can see, we obviously have lower lows, right? We had higher highs. So we're doing a much better job getting the dollar moving today. And when we saw that this morning, we were very quickly surprised because we really didn't expect to see very much from the dollar this morning. But having that little bit of movement there really went a long way, and you guys can see that here on the next slide here. Okay, so dollar begins to move, and that, of course, takes us into the rest of our marks this morning. And with the dollar moving, we also expect to see the rest of the marks moving as well. That's probably why we got some pretty good moves here. Let's take a look at the first trade we took in the wave today. Right, this one came at 10:30 here, kind of in between the 2 scalp trades here. This was at 10:30 this morning. This is on the gold market. Right, so symbol is GC. This is the 610 contract, guys. We just rolled forward today, and we'll be doing a special tutorial on contract rollover on our blog, so make sure you guys look out for that. So we're trading 610. We have, of course, the wave signal fires off here, upper left-hand corner, as you can see. Right, so way up top here, right, there's your signal fires off. Now the first move down, there was nothing here. Second move in, there was nothing there. Right, however, after that second move down, what do we see? We actually use now, right? We use now this, right, that swing high there as the beginning. And we come down, we're going to use this low here, right, as the low. That will define my trigger zones. Okay, so we come in, signal, of course, I can use 3, 4, 5 re-entries off that signal. So here's, of course, the second entry here. We're going to break the downside one more time, bounce off this low here at 4.5, somewhere around there, low around 4.5 here on gold, and then we head back up into the zone. Right, once we get inside the zone here, right, as you can see here, once we get inside the zone here, right, we test the trigger line. So trigger line meets us halfway, right, meets us at the top of the zone. It flattened out a little bit, but what do we see? Momentum curled and pointed back down. The speed, of course, increased. So we're looking right here. We are looking right here to get in. Right, so we get short here. We got short from 6 even, right? 1106 even on this wave short. Okay, 1106 even. We took our first profit target at 7 ticks because you're going to put your stop up here. If you guys are familiar with how we use the wave indicator, you're going to place your stop at this red line here. Okay, so the red line was at 7.2, right? 7.2 was my red line. We got in at 6.0, right? That's a 12-tick stop. Okay, now you add a couple ticks to it, right? For slippage, there's a 14-tick stop. So my stop, my red line, 7.2. I'm not going to put my stop there. My stop's going to be at 7.4, just a couple ticks above that red line there. Okay, the red line here, that's my stop. Okay, so I got a 14-tick stop. Now, as long as I use proper trade management, I'm going to be okay. Okay, so 14-tick stop. I'm going to cut that in half for my first target. So my first target is 7 points, 7 ticks. Second target is going to be the exact stop of 14. And the third target we'll put all the way down to the bottom of the swing low, right? That'll be the runner. Okay, now in this one, we didn't get a chance to fill our second and third targets, but we made the first target, though, of 7 ticks. So we got our first target filled at +7. As you can see, it got kind of choppy in here, right? Filled our first target, then whipped around back against us. Just very, very slow out there right now. We took 14 ticks, right? Take half position off of the first target at 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 ticks or 140 USD. Want to remind you guys, right? This trade this morning was taken on very sluggish price action. Just be aware of that when you guys are looking back in time to see which trades worked out and which ones didn't today. Okay, very slow price action. Just be aware of that. All right, that takes care of the first trade on the wave. Now let's move over to our scalping system. Up here on the euro, right? Up here on the euro, we had the short-term trend down. Now the euro was kind of a tough market this morning. We had the initial entry here was a winner, but we'll show you guys what happened after that entry here. So we have the two-step long here looked for as we break below the low of day, right? This is my low of day. So we come tumbling down the low of day here. We mark up our swing low, and we end up breaking below that swing low, right, for your breaker pattern short. Now notice we were looking for a two-step pattern long at the same time. All right, we were looking for a two-step long. The two-step long pattern is always going to be one of those high percentage patterns at the low of day. So because we have the low of day over here, we're always looking for that two-step pattern long, right, to break above and reverse off those lows. But instead, as you can see, we didn't see any break above that. We marked up our swing low here, break below that swing low on the breaker short. 9:40 a.m. Eastern Time, 1.3448 was the fill. So 48s were the fill. We got our +4, right? Target at +4, move a stop down to entry -1, and we get taken out entry -1 on the stop. So 10 ticks, 2 off at 4, 2 off at 1, 10 ticks or 100 USD. Now that was obviously kind of a blessing in disguise here, because as you look at the rest of the market here, you'll notice, right, we were looking for re-entries here. So we took the first one, but then you'll notice here we got the second one here. Now look, it makes a 2-tick lower low. Then we come down one more, right? 2-tick lower low. Then we come down here, right? Now this one right here, this one right here, this was actually very, very slow. If you look at momentum, see momentum down there? That's why we stayed away from that one. Okay, so we stayed away from that third or fourth drop because momentum was just chopping around sideways, and we didn't have any speed. And then the next time it came down, another, right, 2 or 3 tick new lower low. So a very challenging market to get into after we took the initial trade there. So I'm glad we took it, obviously. Glad we did that. All right, let's keep moving here. Next up, that was the euro trade. Next, of course, will be the crude oil. This is the last trade of the morning here, almost 11 o'clock on crude. We, of course, have our short-term trend to the downside. As you guys know, short-term trend down. Looking for our breaker pattern short. Now remember, we at this time had already called out live in the room, right? We were looking for a breaker short at the 40s, wait below 39s. That was exactly what we were telling you guys, right? We had lots of people in the room this morning simply waiting for the price to get below the 40s. Well, what did we see? We saw exactly that. See this candlestick right here? That candlestick right there got below the 39s, right down to 38s. That's what jumped us in. We get a little bit of heat, but boy, then it just tumbled against us. 11 o'clock was the time. 82.39 was the fill. So you can see that little drop below 39s, then bounce back up. Got kind of lucky bouncer at 39s. We took +5, +8, and then trailed that stop all the way down, locking in 18 more ticks, guys. This is a great example of how our patience paid off this morning. We wait for the perfect patterns. Sometimes we're going to get winners. Sometimes we'll get small winners, right? Little choppy trades like the first trade in the euro. But then, of course, if we wait patiently, we do our job to take the right patterns, they will end up working out. So 36 ticks, 360 USD to finish up here in the morning, guys. Take a look, right? 3 total trades, 46 ticks on the scalping system, 12 ticks on the wave, a little bit slower time frames in the wave indicator, and total up, guys, 46 and 12. Pretty good day. Let's prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, March 31st, 2010, 8:15 ADP employment number, 9:45 Chicago PMI, 10 o'clock factory orders, 10:30 crude oil inventories tomorrow, and don't forget we're doing webinars Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 11:30 Eastern Time, so make sure you guys come out and join us, part of this short week here. And we'll be back here tomorrow morning, guys, 7:45 a.m. 7:45, come out and join us. We'll give you guys a free 3-week trial to come out and join us. Webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll do webinars the rest of the week this week. It's a short week. If you want more information about entry rules, our patterns, our routine, everything that goes into our trading, it all starts in the beginner's course. And if you want more information about lifetime advanced membership, that's sales at schooloftrade.com. My name is Joseph James. Hope the video helps. We're learning more and more every day. Don't miss a tick. Bye-bye for now.